I want to make an introduction. First of all, thank you to Yushamer, the producer, that he's so accommodating. He lets me do whatever I want. In certain ways, I let him do whatever he wants, say whatever he wants. I want to say like this. There's such a thing as the internet nowadays. A new chiddush that came down to the world in the Doros Achronim. Now, the Gemara in Yevamos Tez Zayin says, by the story when the Chachomim came into Rabbi, the whole story with, they wanted to know if he was matir tzoras habasta b'misyabim. I'm not going to go into all, I just want to take one line from the Gemara there. So when Rabbi Akiva came in, they came in, it sounds like one by one, they came in, Rabbi Yeshua came in first, Rabbi Akiva came in, so Rabbi Dosha said, "Oh, Ato Akiva ben Yosef, sheshimcha holech misofa olam vad sofa. Ashrecha shezachis, Shev ben Ishev kamoscha yirbu v'Yisrael." Later on in the sugya it says that Rabbi Dosha's brother, he also used the same word, but he criticized Rabbi Akiva in the same. But Rabbi Dosha said, kamoscha yirbu v'Yisrael. The Shimcha Holech Misofa Olam Vad Sofa. Every word in Chazal, we just start. Every word in Chazal is meduyek betachlis hadiyah. Now, the Gemara says, Akiva ben Yosef, Shimcha Holech Misofa Olam Vad Sofa. So, is it open the window? Another? Oh no, it's anyway. Shimcha Holech. Whatever you want. Meshim chalech misofa olam vad sofa. It must be something deep over here. Of course, you could read it kipshuto also. I'm saying like this. Nowadays, we have a zelo umazeh that your words go misofa olam vad sofa. That's on the internet. Now, Rabbi Akiva, Rav Kook says that probably others forms say Rabbi Akiva's miloshen akiv, the achris hayomim. Akiva is a remes to what's going to be in the Achris Hayom. Rabbi Akiva, that his name went Misofa Olam Vad Sofa. So in the Achris Hayom, there is going to be such a thing that your words go Misofa Olam Vad Sofa like Rabbi Akiva. And maybe it's Hazel Umaz. It's all the Gdolei Shul Asid the internet. Now I want to just let everybody know, all those showmen, that I signed a paper by Rabbi Tzimmer not to look at the screen of a computer or the internet. But me, it's not a big nisayon for me. It's not a big chachma. I can't have gaiva for it because I don't have one anyway. So what's the chachma? Only what? When I go to my sons, I tell them I can't look at it because I signed the paper. So it has a hashpah on him also, probably. Now, so I'm saying like this. But there are good things that come out of it also. Now you see, the Shimcha Holech Misofa Olam Vad Sofa of Rabbi Akiva, that was a Mesira of Torah Shabbal Peh. Rabbi Akiva is the Shorish of Torah Shabbal Peh. Kanir, it must be that there was a certain union in Rabbi Akiva, the Shorish of Torah Shabbal Peh, that his name should go Misofa Olam Vad Sofa. In the Le'umazeh, which means in the other side, there's also, that was Nischadish in the Achris Hayomim with Rabbi Akiva. He was the one that he looked all the way till the Achris Hayomim, as we see in the Gemara with the Shul, that the Shul went out from the Kodesh HaKadoshim, and Rabbi Akiva was able to see in such a churban that the Chazal cried over it when they saw it happen. And Rabbi Akiva saw the Achris Hayomim, that this is a siman that the Navu of Zechariah, this galus, this churban, this deepest depth of the churban, shualim yochuban, the Kodesh HaKadoshim, that shows that the Navu of Zechariah is going to be miskayim in the end of times. Od Yeshus Kainim Kainis Rechovus Yerushalayim Vish Mishanto V'Yodom Merov Yomim. I always tell my father that Baruch Hashem, he's going with us with a cane. This is the Achris Hayomim that's caning, go with a cane. In fact, I want to get a cane also. I feel good with the holding it. Sometimes I hold it from while he's going up the steps, holding on the railing. So I hold it. it feels good. You lean on it. You feel more.
Kids won't play.
Anyway, so good. Okay. So anyway, so I said, I'm saying like this, Rabbi Akiva, he's the one that saw in the deepest churban. He saw the Achris Hayom and the Nechamas of the Achris Hayom, and he was the one that darshan the coats on every tag, the tagim, the crowns of those who's tilim shalalochas. Says Rav Kook, because the tagim that are like little thin lines sticking out on top of the letters, are like the lights, the kedusha, that's in every letter. Every letter is like a coal, has a spark inside of it. And those sparks are waiting to blow up into a fire.
Well, not every letter has tagim.
So I don't know. It's a good question. A good question.
No, these are special letters. They're doubles. That's to do with astrology. Sheva Kochve Lechet, I believe.
It has to do with the
Kapros.
I don't know. You're asking, but this is only an introduction to understand. So I'm saying like this. He was waiting. So open the door and say, well, what do you care?
Okay.
So the pshat is like this. He was darshaning the kochos that want to break out of the letters, which is going to happen lava, that all the gevulim, the letter is a certain shape and not the other shape. That's a gevul. But it's going to come time the gevulim going to break open, and it'll be Molards Dasas Hashem Ein Sof. And then it'll be Hashem will put his ruach al kol basar v'nibu b'neichem of nosin. Everybody's going to get nevuah ruach hakodesh, everything. That's Rabbi Akiva already saw that in his time. So he was darshaning that those tilei on those tagim of darshaning tilim shalach. And that Rabbi Akiva, that his name went misof olam vad sofa. He saw that there's going to be an internet in the Achris Hayomim. So he was doing that his name should go in the Tzaddik Kedusha Misof Olam Bad Sofa to make a tikkun for that koach of Misof Olam Bad Sofa, that it should be able to be used for Kedusha in certain ways. So over here, even though I don't have it, I don't use it, but I'm maybe in a certain way it's more Yeshomer, the producer is spreading Torah. It's not so much me that's doing it. Spreading Torah with this koach of misof olam batsofa. Now, I'm not just saying it as a militzi. I say kipshuta. I know there's a certain yid that's in the mamish in the sof olam, which is in Lakewood. He lives in, and he's a very holy Jew. The pashut yid from the time of the Baal Shem Tov that was left, that he works all day, l'shem shamayim, just to make, and his whole head is. His whole Torah in life is to make Kvod Shemaim, to be my fairness, his family, to be my godly children, to be Torah children. And he listens to this, to what we say over here. And who knows, maybe that'll be V'ayos Escharenu. Now, so we have to talk in English because he doesn't understand Ivrit, this person. It's not my business why he doesn't understand it. He just doesn't understand it. So that's why, even though a certain big Talmid Chacham asked me why I don't say it in Ivrit, and I'm mamish like dust under his feet, I am. But I got so scared when he asked me. I didn't know what the answer was. Mamish Eshtomem Kishoch Chado. It says Taki in Sefer Daniel, which is my name. But I have to worry for other neshamas that are in the sofa olam vad sofa, very very holy neshamas, but they're not sitting in the Beis Medrash all day. So I can't talk in Ivrit. The Talmidei Chachamim, they know. Anyway, they know the pshat, not just pshat, the pshat they know. So who am I to? So what do they need me? I'm ovak under their feet. So, but the neshamas of the Sof Olam have to worry about. Okay.
So probably they don't know the pshat.
They don't even know pshat, not only the pshat. So I'm going to say like this. I found a piece here in the Sefer Sod Yesharman in Yonei Purim that he brings a piece of Zohar that it's very, I was very inspired seeing this Zohar and very mitragesh. The Zohar brings the halacha of the Shnei Sirei Yom Kippurim. Well, I'll soon tell you what it has to do with Purim. And he says, what is the inyan of the Soyer Echad LaHashem and Soyer Echad LaZoza? So he says, there's once a king that got upset with his son and he wanted to punish him. And he called in the punisher.
You have the page of the Zohar for...
Oh, so the Zohar is in Parshas Tetzaveh, page Kuf Pei Dalet in the old print, which all this farm, when they bring it, they use this. Of course, now there's new prints. There's the Sulam, there's the Mosag Midvash. I don't know, but I think probably over there also they're Metzayin, the Dafim of the old print. So it starts on Kuf Pei Dalet Omid Beis and goes over to Kuf Pei Hey. It's Parshas Tetzaveh, which was last week's Parsha. And the Zohar says like this, that the king wanted to punish his son, and he called in the one that punishes, I don't know what, it has a name maybe, the one that beats, that punishes the prince in the palaces. They had such a thing, I think, the one that was in charge of punishing. And the son heard that this one is coming to punish him. So what did he do? Ma'ovad. He went and he appeased his father. He was mispised with him, made peace. So then, but what's going to come when this punisher is going to come in? So the Melech said, let's make a Suda, me and you. We'll make a party together. And when he comes in, we'll let him in. And he's going to sit at the party with the king, and he's going to think, oh, wow, look how great I am. I sat at the party with the king and the prince. Oh, and then he's going to go away happy, feeling good about himself that he was in that special party. And he'll leave us alone, he'll leave you alone, he'll leave me alone, and we don't know what to worry about. And that's the Soyer LaHashem and the Soyer LaZozel that we say. We're mispised with Hashem on Yom Kippur. We say, we make peace with him. We say, Vidui, we want to come back to you. We want to be Kianu Banecha Kianu Amecha V'atam Kianu Banecha V'atam Avinu. All these wonderful things that we say in Yom Kippur. My father-in-law once came Yom Kippur. He was with us. He says, "What are you?" And he sat with our English master the whole day. In Shul, he was with us. And he said after Matzah Yom Kippur, what do you say the same thing the whole day? You say the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, a lot of people ask that question.
And the answer is that it's so moshok, the words are so sweet, we can't stop saying them over and over again. That's one of the answers. So he says,
the big forum talk about this. Davening is the same thing every day. Learning, that's for me.
Learning is chidush.
But according to Rabbeinu, this is the Indian of the shade running on top of the wall, and the guy on the bottom of the wall, he's doing the lowly works, but it's the tortoise in the hare. We Jews are the tortoise. We do the lowly works, but we win the race. I and the Torah Yud Beis and the Kutim Aran, the Vilna Goyen gives the same parish.
Thank you for telling us that. So he says like this: Yom Kippur we make peace with Hashem and despise him, and then what happens? We're sitting with Hashem the whole day. And at the end of the day, we make peace. And the Sultan also, here, you get a portion. Take the Soyer LaZozel. There's a Soyer LaHashem. That's the party between us and Hashem. We make a covenant to Hashem. Here, you also have one. Oh, he feels good. I got a piece also in the party. Goodbye, I'm happy. And he leaves us alone. And we have a kapar. We say Hashem Hu Elokim. And then we go off to Sukkot, B'tzel, V'simonach, says the Zohar. V'simonach. And I'll show you a simon. Where else did it happen? Aflo evia Esther al Malka el Melech.
Okay, we're